morning, everyone. This is Global Garden, where you can see nice view. I'm in Nagasaki now for a trip. This is Global Garden. Global was a trade merchant from Scotland. He helped modernize Japan. The hills overlooking Nagasaki are lined with a mix of Japanese and Western buildings covered with Japanese roof tiles, creating the Nagasaki foreign settlement. Many people came to Nagasaki from Europe and China, and the area has developed into an international trading port. These are nishikigoi. The cups have beautiful and colorful patterns. Nishikigoi is also popular overseas, and if the price is high, it costs about a car. Even if nishikigoi are released into ponds and rivers, no one will steal them in Japan. Japan is a very safe country. Let's go upstairs! I am excited to see what kind of room there are. In the room on the right, there are models of ships from various countries that came to Japan when Japan opened. These are models of Chinese and Dutch ships. They are excellent. You can overlook the town of Nagasaki from the terrace on the second floor. I'm sorry for the cloudy sky. There is a place in Global Garden where you can experience dresses from the early modern period in Japan. I also tried on it immediately. During the early modern period in Japan, it was popular to imitate and incorporate Western culture. I wonder if women at that time were like this. Since my trip to Nagasaki was in early December, I would like to change the BGM into a Christmas song from here. I made this YouTube video with the image of Christmas date. This is Poppen. The bottom part is made of very thin glass and makes a noise when you breathe out through a thin tube. The glass perfume bottle is very cute. I found such a cute bookstore nearby. Nagasaki is the city where you can see diversity with a mixture of Japanese and Western cultures. This building is also Western style, but the walls are made of Japanese roof tiles. I'm going to eat today's lunch in Nagasaki, Chinatown. Nagasaki is a place where Chinese culture is mixed, so there is a Chinatown. If you come to Nagasaki, the absolutely recommended foods are Nagasaki champon and sara udon. Sara udon is a dish invented by a Chinese merchant in Nagasaki. There are a lot of vegetables and seafood in the soup. Sara udon is eaten with the crispy noodles. The crispy texture and thick soup are very delicious. ごちそうさまでした。After lunch, I will go to Dejima. Dejima was the only place in Japan that became open for foreigners because Japan had no diplomacy with other countries more than 200 years ago. The trading stores were gathered in a small area about the size of a baseball stadium. There were only dozens of Dutch people living on Dejima, but many Japanese worked here. It was a time when Japanese didn't even see foreigners, but only people in this area were able to come into contact with foreign cultures. What exciting days the Japanese people in this area had! This is a facility that reproduced the living space of that time. Let's go! The room had a dining table which was a Western style on tatami mats. I think This was the only place in Japan where was a mixture of Japanese and Western styles. Western style food was lined up. I think Dejima is one of the places where you can get to know Japan more than 200 years ago. That is Meganebashi, which is Japan's first stone arch bridge. The name comes from the fact the image projected on the surface of water looks like grosses. There are some heart-shaped stones in the wall of Meganebashi, which was built in 1634. It is said, if you find and touch heart-shaped stone, you will be in love. Look for it! There is a shop called Shokando near Meganebashi. This shop sells the same castella that is presented to the emperor. This castella is not sold on the internet or the souvenir shop at the station and can only buy here. It's very delicious. Please try it once. The hotel I'm staying at today is the Hotel Nagasaki BW Premier Collection. I will check in. This is today's room. What does the room look like? It's a double bed, so I will be able to rest well. The bathroom looks like this. The shower looks like this. Of course, the toilet has a washlet. Today's hotel plan includes dinner, so I'd like to go to a restaurant later. There are tea bags for free drinks. There are pajamas here. The closet looks like this. Nagasaki is one of the 3 major night views of Japan. There is a place near the hotel where you can see a beautiful night view. Let's go to Mount Inasa. This is the night view of Nagasaki seen from Mount Inasa. Let's go up to the sightseeing tower. It's a beautiful night view. The night view seems to look more beautiful on cold days. It was so cold today that I could see a beautiful night view. In addition to Nagasaki, the 3 major night views of Japan are Kobe in Hyogo and Hakodate in Hokkaido. Also, I think the night view of Sapporo in Hokkaido is beautiful, so I'd like to take a YouTube video someday. I'd like to dress up and go to dinner to enjoy Christmas dinner in December. Let's toast with beer! Cheers! The appetizer is a seafood salad with tuna, scallops, salmon, and squid. I was about to make a mistake in table manners. Western-style table manners are difficult for me. This is pumpkin soup. This is Nagasaki Wagyu beef steak. The menu was written as beefteki. The custom of eating beef in Japan began about 150 years ago. Beef steak was called beefteki at that time. It is said that it came to be called beefteki from the French word beefsteak. I think beefteki was a trendy cutting-edge dish at the time. では、自分へのプレゼントを開けたいと思います。今年の自分へのプレゼントはこちらです。これが自分へのプレゼントです。大事にしようと思います。Good morning, everyone. The trip to Nagasaki is nearing its end. Nagasaki is a town where you can learn about love and peace and see a mix of Japanese and Western scenery. If you visit Nagasaki, it will surely be a wonderful trip. Please go to Nagasaki once. I work to help children who have developmental disability and are unable to go to school for mental problem in Japan. The reason I started this YouTube video is to support children through what I like. All of the revenue from my YouTube video will be support children. I am aiming for 10,000 subscribers. If you are interested, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. The next YouTube video will be an introduction to my New Year. I am planning to introduce my New Year's food and the custom of visiting a shrine on New Year in Japan. I will do my best so that you can enjoy my YouTube video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.